Bienvenido a todos. Welcome to the Blue July Cup number 5. My name is Peter Canapet-Harnell. Lovely to see your smiling faces here once again. We'll be getting started in just a moment with our tournament. We will be jumping straight into a custom game to get us started today. So if you'd like to play on stream, if we can fit this in before we get started today with our ESL competition, use the passkey ESL123 if you want to come join in with today's shenanigans. Whew. But yes, I hope you guys are doing well. I will alternate between our bracket today and our custom game as we go, and see if we can keep things going. I'll keep spamming out those invites till you guys come along. Rebel Buccaneer, if you're playing on iOS, please do come and join. Do let me know, guys, if... let's see. Oh, that's not going out into the global chat. Let me just rehost. There you go. But yes, I hope you guys are all doing well today. What have we got for you? We've got 10 teams taking part in today's competition. Let me just set up those invites once more. We're waiting on our first ESL match run by the ESL side of things. Oh, there we go, it's working better this time. The ESL side of things run by the ever wonderful Soldier Girl, who's going to make sure everything is run nice and smooth. Yusuf Hussein, if you'd like to join in on the competition, let me just post the link for you there. You just need to go to that website, sign up from there with your team, and get going. So we'll see if we can find a few unfortunate souls to come join in with all this nonsense this evening. Oh, it still doesn't show our own invite. Interesting. Alright, well, we'll see if we can get a few more people. If not, we'll just get started and let you guys join in as we go. Because, as I said... Alright, let's just get going with 1v1. And you guys can still use the passkey to join in once the game is underway. Also, there will be the global chat invite still in place. Hey, Fruit. How's it going? Horizon G7. Use the passkey ESL123 to join. And we'll see how many of you guys we can get in here. Hopefully we'll have someone to join Morrow and Politic for this opening free-for-all. I think we're going to have... Oh, well, as this is the way things go, we are going to have our first ESL match almost straight away. That's why I want to try and get this free-for-all in as soon as we can. So this free-for-all will continue off-stream, so you can still come and join in with that passkey ESL123. But for now, we'll have to take a short moment to pop out of this game and into our first ESL game. So that's gonna be, let's see, I believe, New Clown from Australia, which I think is the first time I've seen an Australian team competing, versus ENZ Esports from Iraq. So let me just check to see if that lobby is up and running. We will be getting our first giveaway of the day going in just a moment as well. Let's check that passkey. Hello, Hero Gaming Simon. Lovely to see you, old bean. Ah, and I believe, yes, it looks like New Clown versus ENZ is up and ready. Captain out by Vold on the... Oh, it's sorry, it's not Australian, it's New Zealand. And let me just get everything set up on here. So let's jump in through the pre-game lobby. It looks like the players are more or less ready to go. Let's see. Let's just check everything is as it should be. So, yes. So, ENZ from Iraq over on the left-hand side. And New Cloud from New Zealand over on the right. We should be getting started in just a second, so let me update our status message. So our first destination will be the streets. Let's see, so ENZ, we're going to start over on the blue side. And the New Clown. Not sure what the whole New Clown thing is about. Yes, Hero Gaming Simon, lovely to see you as well. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Hope you're having a lovely evening. I think we may have a little bit of a delay. On some of the New Clown members. Hero Gaming Simon. Oh yes, so while we wait, actually that's a good point. While we are waiting for this first game to get underway, let's take a look at who we've got playing here today. So coming in as our #1 seed from Japan will be YSP Nation, Zixin #1 and Frankenstein will be competing to take those on. Anxiety will take on their sister team, or sister American team, Coveted in their first quarterfinals. Severe will go up against D-Trix, a lot of American teams today. New Clown, our current game against ENZ, and the winner of this match will go up against our #2 seed, also from the USA, Family. So, Yusuf Hussein, if you want to join in the cup, so you need to have a team of people to play with, then you need to all sign up. And you won't be able to play in this one because this particular cup has already started. But you will be able to join in future cups. So I think we are currently waiting for the new batch of cups to be listed. Let me just bring that up here. So I think we've just got this weekend stuff on, yes. So normally there will be a lot more showing here, but we're waiting on our new ones to be scheduled. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait for that one. You can see Soldier Girl, our wonderful admin, is in the lobby right now. Just having a quick word with the players to see what's going on. So we may have to jump to a different game, because I did take a bit of a risk here. New Clown are a new team and thus are somewhat liable to kind of, you know, make mistakes, not have the players already, all that kind of stuff, because this is, I believe, their first tournament. But I wanted to take a risk for you guys. Just on, you know, on the off chance we get to see some new competitors. Unfortunately, it looks like it's not going to work out unless... Oh, we've got one more player turning up for... Okay. Well, not exactly how I expected the first game to get underway, but nevertheless, we shall do our best. ENZ Esports versus New Clown, our first game. New Clown fighting with a diminished roster. I think their player could not make it for whatever reason. So we'll just have to see how it works out. So Yusuf Hussein asking how I can join this cup. I'm afraid you cannot join a cup that's already in progress. But you can certainly join future cups once you've got a team of people all signed up. But yes, you can join in on the custom games or community games we do during today's competition. Or during the break times. If we don't have an ESL match, we'll run a community game. But as far as the ESL tournament, that's all locked down. No more teams for tonight, but there will be plenty more tournaments in the future. Rafael Silva, the devil and why? Why not? Early kills falling exclusively in the favour of ENZ, but New Clown, courtesy of Pons, do get a couple of kills through. I believe Pons is the... not actually sure, honestly. Let's see. Don't know. Well, Pons certainly the strongest performing member of the team right now. Though we do have Sadface rocking the Bosk. Going to be tearing people up in close quarters and keeping the New Zealand team looking competitive despite being down on numbers. Does reduce the amount of targets, of course, that ENZ have to get access to. SMXon, lovely to see you too. Hope you're having a wonderful evening, or afternoon, or morning, wherever you might be in the world. Yes, I got a bit confused, Zentic, because the MZ are not playing today. So I don't know what that's all about. But hey, if I stopped to wonder about all the things that I don't understand, I'd be here forever. Clorox picks up one. Things pretty brutal in the close quarters. I think New Clan wants to try and make sure it stays as wild as possible to try and make sure that they don't get locked down. We do have Sad Face doing a nice couple of knife kills in a row. I don't even know how that happens close enough. Does have a few shots left with the Slack, but Pons able to return their favour. Bear in mind, we are in a post-lack world still, just like our finals earlier on today. There are no lacks, and there potentially are commanders taking the field. It looks like the heavy is the choice, the class of choice for the New Clown team from New Zealand. Working pretty well for them. The Slack, extremely popular for a while. The meta has officially shifted, though. It just remains to see what it has shifted to. I think at the moment people are mostly going across to using imps instead of the lack, but the imp is definitely a less all-purpose weapon because of its low rate of fire means a missed shot, even with the imp's built-in passive of having exploding shots when they miss, it's still not comparable to the instant death you'd otherwise get from lack. Honey, running around with that Slack in hand, will pump some grenades right into some ENZ faces. Will somehow end up running away from all their friends there. I think missed the invitation to the outside. Still, Sad Face is there, trucking as many grenades as possible in, trying to reduce to rubble the central building of the streets. Jose Garcia, yes, there are, well, there's 3 platforms you can play on, PC, Android, and iOS. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, though my Spanish is pretty terrible. Knife kill coming through there for ENZ. I'm impressed by what we've seen from UClan so far. Without their 5th player, they're still keeping up pretty darn well. Of course, there's no guarantee that a 5th player is necessarily their best player, or even a good player. But, yeah, still, nonetheless. Yusuf Hussein, there is no passkey for this particular one because this is an ESL game. So this is a tournament game played only by tournament players. You can tell which ones those are by the big ESL in the bottom of the screen, which will indicate that this is a tournament match and thus played under tournament conditions with only teams that have previously signed up. John Cusack, how wonderful to see you again. I didn't know where you've gone all these years. It's been so long, my friend. I've grown old and weary in our time apart. Oh boy. For quite a long time I was trying to get you in to do some commentary on this, John, but you just got up and disappeared on me. I thought you was gone forevers. ENZ though are ahead. Looking pretty comfortable right now. Looks like they themselves have actually picked up some of these heavy shotguns and putting them to good use. 2 minutes and change left in. 0 actually dropping out there. Could be big to try and equalize the numbers. Yes, Hero Gaming Simon, I'm not at all sad to see the back of the lack, because that was not that much fun when everyone used exactly the same weapons all the time. Bosk seems to have taken its position in the intervening time as the weapon of choice, but we'll see how things shake out. Certainly the Bosk was seeing more use, the recon in general, because of the ubiquity of the morph. But hey. Alright, there we go. ENZ with the first round locked down. New Clan will need to find their 5th player for their second encounter with ENZ. But right now, It's a win, but not a completely definitive win for the ENZ team. Let's have a look at those numbers. So, what's that player's name? Adrena. With 16 kills. Pretty nice stuff, pretty nice. John Cusack, I completely understand. Real life is real life and will always take priority. Alright guys, we'll get our first giveaway today started up in just a second. Let's see, we're going to go on to Twitch. And let's go for our 016 into the Twitch chat to enter. Let me just get that set up now. Righty. Let's see. So if you go to twitch.tv/Modern Combat and type hashtag R016 into the chat there, then you will be entered in for our first giveaway of the day. Alright, I've pinned the details to the Facebook page, so for you guys over there, you can see where the first giveaway is. I'm just going to drop over there myself. Twitch.tv/Modern Combat, hashtag R016. That's all you need to drop into the chat to get yourself entered in to be one of our winners today. Whoops, echoing myself. But for now, we will take a short break, and when we return, ENZ Esports versus New Clown, Game 2. Actually, we're going to come back a little bit earlier than planned, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to set us up for another custom game during the break. So this is something that Hunter came up with, that it's more interesting to look at people playing a game than it is to look at a break screen. So with that in mind, assuming we don't get another ESL match straight away, which is always a possibility, we will get you guys in for this custom game and run it uncommentated in the same period I would normally be taking my break. Glacian, Gonzuzak, and Fruit, thank you for your entries over on the Twitch page. We will be getting that done once we've got our teams all through their first round of competition, and then moving it onto Facebook for a second round. Craziness? I don't even know the meaning of the word. So let's see if we can get some bodies in place. ESL123 is the pass key. Please do come and play on stream during the break. Show off your skills and perhaps attract the attention of a team to maybe get picked up. Exxon, oh, is that you in the chat? Ooh, ooh. It is! Haha! Well, I never. Lovely to see you all being. I don't think actually sending out any more invites is going to do anything there. So let's see if we can find some more warm bodies to play in our break game. If we can just get a couple of people coming in, that'll be enough to at least give us something to watch instead of nothing. Of course, if we'll need at least one player on each team. We'll see if Zentic is up to the task. So you can check the global chat. You can just type in the pass key. Either way should get you into our game. Whew. Man, it is midnight here and it's still super hot. I'm hoping that Exxon will play the game. Will they just hear... I don't know. Actually, I'm probably not going to keep spamming out invites because I think if people didn't want them, then this doesn't really encourage them any further. But I'll just do it one more time. See if we can find some people to play. Why, Go4MC5, of course it's got... Well, of course it's going to be Modern Combat 5. That's my favourite mobile game. When I'm not playing Modern Combat 5 and doing extremely badly at it... It's a good question, Go4MC5. I'll have to think about the obvious side where it would be. Exxon, or there we go, MIT. Someone just join the other team so we can get the game started. Please. You're killing me, alright. So, you can come and join in this game. And I think we've taken such a long time to get started. Yes, we have. That we're going to have... This will not even count as a break, because I'm going to be talking all the way through it. You guys are killing me. You're killing me. Alright, so... Instead of a break... I'll have to jump out of this one and jump into our next ESL game, Soldier Girl. Running too efficient today. Way too efficient. So I'll be right back just a second. I'll leave you guys to that custom game. Have as much fun as you dare. And I will get us into the next ESL lobby. So we'll see the return of New Clown taking on ENZ Esports in the first round. Yusuf Hussain, you cannot join without a team, I'm afraid. Go4MC5, I was watching 13 Reasons Why. Oh boy, that is a interesting TV show. I will not since it has very sensitive subject matter, I will definitely not discuss it here, but it's a very interesting TV show. Alright, so let's jump into that pre-game lobby and see if our good friendos are ready for our next encounter. Shikari Gaming, nice to see you, nice to see you. Alright, so it looks like our contenders are ready. It only awaits the starting whistle. I think we might actually have a full New Clown team, which will be nice. So, New Clown down one game against ENZ. I think they'll be about to start, so I won't send us to break or anything like that. We'll see how it works out. Go4MC5, I personally have been watching Cloak and Dagger. That's a really good TV show. I'm not sure if it's necessary for everybody, but I like it. And that's speaking as someone who is very picky about their TV. As also someone who probably watches a little bit too much of it. But yes, 13 Reasons Why. It is a good show, I do agree. Right, let's get onto the rooftops and into our second game of the evening. ENZ from Iraq versus New Clown from New Zealand. Their first ever series, I believe? Or first ever ESL series. did pretty well, all things considered. I think they have dropped that 5th player. Glacian, I believe the Cloak and Dagger is on Amazon. I think that's the only place you can get it, unfortunately. The Amazon series. For now, though, I shall focus my entire attention on this encounter between New Clown and ENZ. It looks like New Clown kind of bouncing between different players, disconnecting backwards and forwards, which is a real shame. So it can be when a team is first starting out, they are not unaware that a certain player or players may have an unreliable connection. And unfortunately, not being connected to the game means that you are going to really struggle. John Cusack, you're a supporter of the new clans, better than the old clans. We get to see Assad there, rocking the commander. Didn't go particularly well for them. So one of the reasons why I really wanted to see the commander taking part in these competitions is because it is a very skill-heavy class. How how and where, particularly, you make use of the commander's shield is super important, and that's why I think it's fun to watch. Here we can see Assad hiding behind that shield, looking to try and take the time and be in the right place, pointing the shield the right direction. New Clown doing a pretty good job of keeping up, relying heavily on the heavy class as Pons takes themselves out with a grenade. That's a little unfortunate. And the sombreros continue to dominate. Axis and Sadface both get kills off, and Axis is able to actually charge all the way through, taking out Zero on the back end, and actually putting New Clown into the lead. Dear Ramadan, you can join in tournament games for Modern Combat 5, but you need to have a team and you need to have signed up in advance. So while these tournament games are a whole lot of fun to watch, you need to have a team set up and you need to be signed up ahead of time. It's locked down for the time being. So apologies guys for kind of repeating stuff here, but it's it's always good when new people come by the stream, so I hope you'll be patient with them and myself. New Clan dancing backwards and forwards, threatening to take a substantial lead. So far only managed to get one ahead, but that's pretty good considering they did lose last game. Let's look around a bit and let's see. Sadface able to pick up a kill with the slack. We'll be looking to try and slot another shot under. Ends up charging through and giving up their life to Andrea. You can see the commander shield. But it will not be proof against knives in the back. So that's one of the major downsides of deploying the shield as the commander. You are extremely reliant on your team to cover your 6. New Clown taking advantage of that, playing a very mobile, slippery style that's making it hard for ENZ to keep up with them. Close quarters fighting so far seems to be favouring New Clown, especially with the slack at their disposal. A brutal exchange there leaves ENZ just behind by 2 as we hit the halfway mark. Both teams more than halfway done. Amy with a nice shot there. Again, remember, this is a New Zealand team, New Clown, who are down to just 4 members. Yeah, this is a very nice game between the two of them. And extremely close. 3 minutes and change left to play. New Clown looking pretty damn strong right now. We will be seeing many exchanges of kills, but the New Clown styles seeming to work a lot better in this second game on the rooftops. One of the things that makes the rooftops so interesting to play against, of course, being that you've got these different levels which have very different kinds of play styles. If you're in the corridors, it's very short and nasty. Up here on the rooftops, it's long range and snipey. But Amy, doing a pretty great job for New Clown, has extended the lead to an almost insurmountable one, even with the rest of the team not performing perhaps quite as individually strongly. Still doing enough. Explosions raining down in the close quarters, and it's getting pretty messy in a hurry. ENZ themselves actually being stripped down to a mere 3-person roster. Now the ones outnumbered against New Clown. Last couple of minutes coming up. New Clown only need 3 more kills to take this game to ENZ. Putting up a good fight towards the end, giving Pons a little bit of the taste of the old filleting knife. But the slack so strong on the respawn means that New Clown have got a very smooth ride all the way to the end, and they will take that one pretty definitively. So, New Clown won at that second game by a larger margin than ENZ did the other. Let's see. Who was our MVP for that round? It's definitely going to be Axis. Man, that is crazy. 20 kills, 8 deaths. Absolutely bonkers. Alright, so let's set up our custom game for the break. So, the passkey will be ESL123 once I've got it all set up. Yes, John Cusack, the lead did change in a moment, in a heartbeat. Very nice stuff to get us started off with. So, with that in mind, let's go and repeat history with a return to the rooftop. See how you guys play out that particular challenge. Alright, alright. So let's get everything set up. So, ESL123, please do come and join. I'll drop the invites into the global chat and across to all of my friendos who are very glad, I'm sure, to have requested to be friends with me. Alright, let's get those invites out. Once we've got a couple of people in here, we'll get the game started, since this is really much more of a show match than anything else, rather than a traditional community game. Ah, John Corpos, you're John C in MC5? Nice. That name does sound familiar. So let's get some bodies in here. Horizon G7, you want to join ESL but you can't find a team? Well, please join the Discord, which Nightbot will send out a link to, and you'll be able to join the recruitment channels there and get yourself a team. We will draw our Twitch giveaway at, let's see, where are we in the tournament? I think, yes, we'll draw the Twitch giveaway at the end of this next match. But let's try and get an opponent for Mako to play against, so we can get this game started. Reiru Gaming, your members in Shoal. Ah, Reiru, are you looking for somebody new? Are you looking for maybe someone like Horizon G7? Perhaps. 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 Oh no! We've lost our player. How careless. Well, please do come and join in ESL123. Let's try and get some folks in here and get us started. El Chava Ruko MT5. This particular stream is exclusively for iOS, I'm afraid. Alright, does not look like we're going to have anyone for the break, and it looks like I won't get a break again. Oh boy. Sadness. Sadness. Well, we do at least have our next ESL game up and ready to go. Galatian MC5, I'm afraid that particular command only works in the YouTube chat. So if you hit, let's see, can I copy that across? I'll just drop it in to the chat there so you can go there manually, but the commands only work, I'm afraid, in YouTube rather than anywhere else. Let me just see. I think the teams are pretty much ready to go. They've set up their lobbies remarkably quickly. Starsun, welcome to the stream. Oh, hello. They have started before we got into the spectate. So, I think, yes, this is not going to be any good, so we'll have to leave these guys to it. Well, in that case, we will have a chance to go back and see about getting that Star Sun flavored first game going. I know Star Sun likes to play free for all, so I don't see why there's any reason why we couldn't accommodate that. Ooh, so that's the sound of my computer falling to pieces. Yes, John Cusack. Sometimes needs must. I must become the bot I always dreamed of being. Alright, let's take out the morph. I think I could do without any more luck in my life. Blackman Mobile Gamer, nice to see ya. Hope you'll come and join us for this free-for-all. Star Sun, this one is for you, monsieur. Let's see if any of these folks we have got here can be persuaded into our free-for-all. Whew. Hero Gaming Simon, I can tell you're having a complex emotional journey. But I hope that you're okay. Ah, John Cusack, you're from Adelaide, Australia. Well, that's pretty cool. John Cusack, I don't know if I've ever seen an actual Australian team taking part. Today we've got a team from New Zealand, which is the closest I think it's ever gotten. But I don't know. I'm just going to quickly rehost the game just in case it's just me. Or perhaps we just don't have so many people around tonight who want to play. Let's see. So, well, Star Sun said they would join, so we'll see about that. And I guess we'll just go from there. Ah, John, well, thank you for the confirmation there. Ah, Blackman Mobile Gamer, you've used to play on Android, now you've got an iOS, so you have to start from scratch. Ah, that is a tough challenge. Shikari Gaming season more of outdoor gamers. I think you are probably correct. Ah, Hero Gaming Simon from West Palm Beach, Florida. That sounds pretty nice. But where are you guys? Does nobody want to play with me? Oh boy, boy. John Cusack. It's always fun to hear how people interact with their regional neighbours. You're happy to support those small islands near you. Well, that's very generous of you, John Cusack. Very generous indeed. But where are all the players? Go4MC5. I do play some card games. I play Magic the Gathering and a little bit of Hearthstone as well. Used to play Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day. So we've got a couple of people. So I'll throw... okay, there's everyone. Glacian, I do play Magic. I play the... That's something I do on my personal stuff. On my personal stream. So let's get this one started. So I'm going to take a break while this is going on. And have this as a non-commentated game. Just because I haven't had a chance to take a break as of yet. Everything seems to be intervening. But we'll leave the game running. Even up to the end of this game, if we don't have another ESL match running, I'll just let this run into a follow-on game from here. But from now, we will be right back and see you guys in just a minute. Alright guys, welcome back to the stream. I hope you're all doing wonderful. So... So yes, I saw some people saying that they weren't fans of Modern Combat Versus. I would just say that there's a lot of crossover between the Modern Combat Versus audience and the Modern Combat 5. So, you know, I certainly don't really encourage people to look down on... I mean, it's, you know, it's perfectly fine to have a preference for one game with others. Lots of people that come by who might enjoy Versus over MC5. Because the games share a channel, you know, it's pretty easy to end up watching the other game stream. So we'll try and build them bridges as and where is possible, rather than worrying about which game is best, because it's only ever going to be a matter of preference in a way. I think Modern Combat Versus is a very good game, and I think 5 is as well. We can all have it together. So let's go on to Scramble for our next one. And see if you guys want to play a team battle. Will you form a super team and perhaps hang out together and play in our next ESL competition? Anything could happen. Anything. Whew. Glacier and MC5, I am from the UK. Does my accent not give it away? I suppose I could be living in a different country, but yes. I guess I think I don't know, John Cusack, I don't know if this is just me, but I mean certainly I think it's relatively easy to get the accents of Australians and English people confused if you're not from either place, because there's a lot of similarities. John Cusack, you don't like Modern Combat Versus not having a global chat in game? That's interesting. US Patriot, have you added me as a friend? I think I saw a comment from you there. So let's see if we can get a few more people in so we can get started with at least moderately even teams. Yes, I mean, global chat feels like one of those things that I imagine will come down the line. Congratulations, you're from the USA. Nice. That's one of the great things about the stream, is you get to be from all over the planet. You come and join in games together. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. I think I'm hosting it, I'm probably making everyone's ping pretty bad, because no one's from England. So, I guess I'm the big equalizer here. Alright, tell you what. This is not going to go well, but let's go and join in just so we can get a game started. You want to, Galatian, you want to see an Australian learn Spanish? That's a very specific thing you want to see. Why is it you want to see an Australian learn Spanish? John Corpez, over on Facebook, you're from the Philippines. Neat! What's the Philippines like? Galatian MT5, yeah, please do come and join in. I think we might have to jump out almost straight away. Yes, we've got YSP Nation versus Frankenstein ESL match coming up literally right now, so we've got the perfect excuse to drop out of that game early. It's like I planned it that way. Definitely didn't plan it that way. So our new clown game, I'm afraid, isn't going to be able to be shown on the stream, so we'll update you guys as and when we know what's going on there. But we have got our next ESL match. So you can still use the passkey ESL123 or the global chat invite to get into that last game. But for now, we're going to drop by our good friends at the YSP Nation as they take on Frankenstein in what I think is going to be our first quarter final of the day. So, we'll jump into the pre-game lobby. We'll take a sneaky peek at who it is. So, Frankenstein will be playing over in the blue. And YSP Nation, clad in red for this one. John Cusack, yes, accents are wonderful things. Oh, I see, Galatian, you want to hear an Australian learn Spanish for the accent. That all makes more sense now. So, Soldier Girl running things behind the scenes, making sure everything stays all nice and cool. I think we've got most of the players up and ready for our next ESL match, so I don't think we're going to need to go to break unless we have a delay on starting. Yeah. Well, if any of you guys... Let's see. I'm trying to think. Hey, dear Decoy. Lovely to see ya. Oh, I was gonna try and break out some language phrases. So, apparently, and I don't know if this is right, maybe Decoy, konnichiwa to you too. I've written down here that fun times are Tanoshi Jikan. Jikan? Tanoshi Jikan. I don't know. It's also confusing. I don't know if you're fluent in English, Decoy, or not. But if you are, perhaps you can teach me some fun phrases I can use to amuse the stream. Yes, as you can see, Soldier Girl, our ever wonderful admin, dropping by just to say hi in her inimitable way. So if you catch Soldier Girl in the chat, do send her your regards for being the hardest working admin that I certainly know. Of course, all the admins do work extremely hard, but Soldier Girl in particular is oftentimes putting in a double shift to make sure you guys get only the very best Modern Combat 5 experience. And with no further ado, we shall move on to our first quarterfinal of the day, Frankenstein, whose name I enjoy saying way too much in a slightly silly accent, versus YSP Nation. Do bear in mind, we have seen the demise of the LAC. No more LAC in ESL competition, but the Commander has taken its place. So morph out, Commander in. We'll see if any of these guys do decide to make use of that, as the first 2 kills go across the Frankenstein in short order. In fact, make that 3. Fancy, I remember that name. Shashank Aka SD, you want someone to play with the Cog V? Well, I think Makoto is playing with it. Yeah, that's the Cog V. John Cusack, your mother was from Buenos Aires. Because she was Spanish. Spanish first, not sure with an Aussie accent. Interesting. I have honestly no idea what a Spanish-speaking speaking Spanish with an Aussie accent would even sound like. But it sounds interesting. That's cool, John Cusack. It's nice to have family from all over the world. So, let's focus in our attentions on the game in hand. YSP Nation from Japan, Frankenstein from Iraq. Frankenstein doing extremely well so far. And let's see who it is down to. Avikoli, who we just saw get cut down there. Doing pretty well, but honestly, well... there we go. Fancy. It's the fanciest one alive who is going through and tearing people apart with that imp. More or less the replacement for the LAC, but with a much lower fire rate, so much less forgiving. And as you just saw there, if you get into close range with a recon, it's not going to work out very well. John Cusack, Australia is very multicultural. That's really cool. I did not have any idea. I've never been to Australia, but that's pretty cool. What kind of cultures are there in Australia? Like, you know, are there any kind of main groups? I know when I was in Malaysia, it was kind of native Malay and Chinese were the kind of the main cultures. But I think there were a few other groups around. French sounds quite odd in a heavy Scottish accent. Well, John Cusack, I can believe that. I've never heard of that, but that sounds like it might be fun. I've never even contemplating that combination of things. Anyway, back to the game in hand. It's looking like it's going to be extremely even. This is our first quarterfinal match of the day. We will be drawing our Twitch giveaway after this one is done. Frankenstein keeping up with the Japanese squad. Well, we had the lead for quite a long time, to be fair. It's actually YSP who are coming back from behind here. Let's see who they're doing it on the back of. It's going to be on the back of Dylan. 7-3 so far. I think the heavy, yes, with the lack hitting the dirt, I think the heavy's starting to come back in a bit. As with the slack, able to pump out some pretty reliable kills before the slack runs dry of ammunition. I don't think we're seeing any of these guys making use of the commander as of yet. The irony of this, of course, being that people are worried the commander might be too good for ESL, and when it comes in, it's, well, it's not really picked up use immediately, certainly. Dear Decoy, you know Dylan. Ah. What is noob in Japanese? I don't know. Let's see if... I don't know if that would translate, really, at all. Apparently. Shiniri. Ah, apparently that's what noob is in Japanese, and that's a verified translation. Shinari. There you go. So I'm assuming Dear Decoy is a friend of Dylan, and it's called him a Shinari, a noob. I don't know if my pronunciation is remotely correct, but that's what Google Translate is giving me. So there you go. Jospera? Ah, you're a Modern Combat Versus fan, are you? Wow. At least Modern Combat 5 is pretty similar, but for now, it looks like YSP Nation have made a pretty amazing comeback here from being behind all the game through. Wait a second, though. Frankenstein are coming back themselves, picking up kill after kill. Your YSP only need one to put them over the edge here, but they may not find it. Last second for YSP Nation was enough to push them over, but boy, that was a lot closer than it had any right to be. Alright guys, so we're going to set up a break game. I'm going to let Soldier Girl know. So, if you'd like to come and play on stream during the break, please do come along. ESL123 or the global chat invite will get you in on the action while we wait for our next ESL game to begin. Whew. So let's throw out that invite. And invite all my friends to come and join me. So let's see if we can get ourselves a good old break game started before our next ESL match starts. Oh boy, oh boy. Soldier Girl, vastly too efficient for me. So there you go, guys. If you want to write noob in Japanese, apparently that's how you do it. Let's see. Oh, wow, a quarter of the Australian population were born overseas. And man, that's crazy. That is. I have no idea what the comparative statistics are like for England compared to that, but that is really cool. I think the main thing that keeps me from kind of wanting to really sort of get into Australia properly is I hear that it's you know, it's kind of hard to be a gamer in Australia because it's so far away from everything. T-Mobile, konnichiwa to yourself. I didn't check to see if people... I will... Before I get into the next game, I will check to see if anyone sent me friend requests, and I will add you up, so do not worry. Right, so let's get you guys started. Galatian, just grab them onto the team. So this is just going to be a show match while we're on break. So, please do stay tuned, and we will return with our regularly scheduled programming in just a few minutes. See you guys after the game. Alright guys, welcome back to our second game between YSP Nation and Frankenstein. We will be drawing our Twitch giveaway winner now, so... So, Go4MC5, if you could post your dog tag and platform into the Twitch chat, let's get this second game underway. So, YSP Nation from Japan with the first game in hand. Now, have to face down a fierce Frankenstein, who did manage to take a substantial lead in the early going last time round. YSP Nation able to fight back from a huge deficit to bring themselves back to this position. MIT gets eliminated, but does have the most kills on the team, I believe. In the first minute, YSP looking a little bit stronger than last time round. The Bosk certainly is extremely popular at the moment, extremely deadly, I suspect, at many a range. Murder gonna get instantly gibbed. But Bleach, able to come from the back, pick up their first kill of the game, taking some pot shots at their teammate, will find Lime downstairs, and Frankenstein able to equalize. Nice selection of kills there. Looks like we might actually be seeing almost a full recon lineup here for Frankenstein. I think the definitely flavor of the month is the Bosk. I think abusing the fact that people have now switched over to snipers en masse, and those snipers are not very good against recon at all. But this is the metagame in effect, and this is exactly what we hope to see from the banning out of the lack, which is to see more diversity. This is merely the first stage, which is that people are trying to play like the lack still exists by playing loads and loads of snipers, which can work, but doesn't seem to work tremendously well against recon spam. Recon, on paper at least, designed to be the counter, though of course as I say all of this, it's Frankenstein themselves who have now seemed to switch things up, got some imps in their own pocket, and are going to be able to abuse that special passive to put down a little bit of extra damage in a pinch. Go4MC5, thank you for your details. I'll get you added to our list of fabulous winners. Congratulations for being our first of the day. Frankenstein look more than set to equalize this series, though. Up a clear 16 kills, make that 15 on a YSP Nation, almost unrecognizable from the previous game. Let's see what those big numbers are landing. It's going to be Murder living up to their name, doing a fantastic job. 14 and 4 so far. That imp shining blue despite being on the red team. 3.5 minutes left to play. Frankenstein gonna lock this one down swiftly and brutally, not giving YSP Nation a chance to find their feet in the slightest, and that means it's one apiece just like that. Whew. Oh boy, oh boy. Right. So let's get some of those details sorted out. So Twitch and Galatian, thank you for your details. Alright, and let's see if we can get ourselves... Actually, we'll go to a regular break for now, because the games will be coming up quite quickly, and we haven't even had really a chance to get our custom games going. So what I'll do is I'll just do a regular break for the time being, and when we return, we'll have our third match. After the series is done, we'll do a proper break game. So, for the moment, volveremos enseguida. We'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back once more. A third encounter between the team of Frankenstein and the YSP Nation is on the cards. Frankenstein dominating game number 2 after a very even game 1 does give the momentum heading into this third decider. Which one of these two teams will go on to face anxiety next in the semi-finals? Only time will tell. Let's see. So, in the early going, it seems like one member of YSP has been taken out, and Blech moving themselves in with some alacrity. Trying to see if they can lock down the point. Seems like they might well be able to. So, our second giveaway is currently live on Facebook. Let me just get that pinned up on there. And we can turn our attention fully across to this game. So Frankenstein on the blue, YSP on the red, one casualty apiece. So no respawns coming in during this mode. Teams exchanging fire there. Recon definitely being strong right now. But these two teams actually pretty darn well matched, especially considering how one-sided the last game was. The Imp seems to be up to the task, or is it? Makoto able to snipe out with the BSW. I suspect they're probably roughly equal power-wise to one another. Sad managed to get one pick off. And there we go. Unti goes down, makes the melee kill, but leaves himself vulnerable to counter-aggression. And that is why the melee kill is so dangerous, especially in a mode which is so high stakes. So, with that first point advantage, it's actually YSP who managed to pick up their first kill. So once more, this is elimination style, so every kill is deeply important. Very little chance to recover if you fall behind and start getting overrun by the opposition. So, Unti. So far untouched for YSP Nation. It must have been a relay capture, the fact that they haven't died up in this point. Hola, Cosmic. I hope you're doing well. Lime manages to pick up another member of the Frankenstein team. And it's looking pretty good, as Frankenstein seems to be getting picked apart. Though, as I said, it's of course, Sad's going to prove me wrong with a nice pick-up kill. Will go up into close quarters and takes out Dylan as well. Apparently the Imp is still effective even at close range. Kind of what the lack was notorious for was its lack of, effective counter engagement range. It was pretty much good from wherever. But it's now going to be down to Blech and Matsuo. Matsuo has got the drop onto Blech. Lime getting taken out, but Matsuo has the advantage there. Makes the hop across, maybe a little bit risky. I don't think quite has the bead on the opposition, looking for that short range shot. But no, Frankenstein get themselves a second point. Back into things once more, so our hero from last time round will be Sard. 4-1. They're imperceptible when it comes to picking off members almost unseen by YSP Nation, except when it counts the most. So Frankenstein have got some of those power-ups onto Sard, so we'll have extra, or Sad, will have extra health, extra damage. All that good stuff. T-Mobile, good to see you over on the YouTube page, and you're feeling feisty today. Frankenstein, stand poised to potentially knock out YSP Nation here and now, but I've got to get one more point. Fancy does get taken out on the backside of that last attempt to move it in on the relay point. We've got nearly a minute left to play. With the relay in control of Frankenstein, they've given up 2 members in order to get that control. Now it's going to be down to YSP to try and counter-aggress. Dylan takes out Makoto. Now it's 2v5. This early relay capture has proven to be most costly indeed. Also, some say these M&Ms are unnatural. But that's a reference for another time. MIT lands the kill through, and it's going to be down to Blech up on the top with just the recon. Not the ideal class, will be able to punish, I think. Somehow didn't actually get the kill there, as hopping up and over, it's actually going to be given across to YSP as time runs out. Blech ends up giving up their life for not too much of anything, and YSP get their first rush point. Oh boy, there's too much going on in this game. I can't even begin. I'm going to start having to throw things in to the translate. I see there's a love story developing in the chat. How exciting. T-Mobile answer hand. Finding each other. I guess love can bloom on the battlefield. YSP with the advantage again. Surviving the last round with most of the members intact means they will have that slight edge over the opposition. But yes, guys, we are here to spread love and hopefully cause you guys to develop friendships, bonds that will last a lifetime. Or something like that. Or even just to play some MC5 together. And what could be better in this world than that? So we're back to the same situation as before. Frankenstein in control of the relay, but they've got to stop YSP Nation from coming in and taking it right back out of their hands. Fancy taken out. YSP now with a major numbers advantage. Blech is going to have to do some fancy feet. Does manage to get round behind the YSP Nation, but runs right in to the welcoming arms of MIT. Though Makoto does a fantastic job of salvaging the game. BSW burning bright but will fall down. Murder has got the high ground advantage but won't be able to do enough. YSP Nation and Frankenstein. Only one kill remain. Oh boy, T-Mobile, T-Mobile. It looks like you're getting a little bit overexcited. Let's T-Mobile. I'm gonna have to put you in timeout for a little bit, so you can just chill out. Sahand, I don't know anything in Kurdish. Maybe you can help me out there. So, this final point, all that separates the two teams, Frankenstein and YSP Nation. One of these teams going through to the semi-finals to face off against the American team, Anxiety. And one of these teams going hit home here and now. Excuse me. Frankenstein moving in. Gonna go for the capture again in the early going. This time round they don't give up any members for it, but YSP's reaction. Slaw is hello in Kurdish. Interesting. Google Translate doesn't actually have an audio of Kurdish. It just has the translation. So, relay captured by Frankenstein. YSP ready to react. But they need to do it in the next 15 seconds or it's all going to be done for them. Fancy actually manages to take the advantage of Frankenstein with 2 straight round losses. Suddenly everything goes sour for YSP Nation, and Frankenstein down to a single member who will be torn to pieces by the Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein go through to the semis. YSP are going home. Alright guys, so as promised, let's set up that custom game for the break. Hero Gaming Simon, I'm not aware of Redu having other ways to contact them instead of the official channels. I don't think they would be, that even if, for whatever reason, that I did decide to give out any such channel, I can't imagine Redu would be very pleased. So it's not really the right thing to be asking for. It would not get you anywhere. So, if you'd like to play on stream while we're having a break, then please do come and join me. ESL123 or the global chat invite will get you in on the action. So let Soldier Girl know. The results of our previous game with Frankenstein going through. Facebook giveaway is ongoing at the moment. Hashtag quarter over on Facebook. Please do come and join in that. Let's throw out those invites. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop. Let's see if we can get ourselves a break game. But yes, slaw to all of our Kurdish viewers, listeners. Both. I guess you use both your eyes and your ears for this stream. So both are applicable. Whew. Alright, so we'll just try and get a couple of people in here and then we'll get started. That's good enough, because this is just going to be a break game rather than a traditional community game. So, please do come and join in the usual fashion, ESL123 or the global chat invite. We will see you guys on the other side of this game. Alright guys, welcome to our semi-final, Severe versus Family. Soldier Girl's been running things all kinds of smooth behind the scenes, so we are banging it through our competition today. And that does mean we're going to need to draw our Facebook winner now. So our Facebook winner will be J. Sid Hills. J. Sid or Side Hills. Please post your dog tag and platform into the Facebook comments. We'll be moving on to Mob Crush for our third giveaway of the day. That's hashtag semi on our Mob Crush page if you want to join in on that one. Congratulations, J. Side Hills. So I'll post the details around the place for Mob Crush, and we'll check in with that a little bit later on. Once our semi-finals are done, a Mob Crush giveaway will be as well, so get your entries in while you can. And we'll wait to hear from J-Sid. So, Severe beating out Dietrix on their way here. Family beating out ENZ Esports, the ones who beat New Clown themselves. Looking pretty even in the early going. Let's see what those numbers are lying. Oh boy. It's almost exclusively over to Kia. We'll see if we can drop into them once they've respawned. There we go. Bosk in hand. Explosions raining from every side. Nothing will put off Kyo so far with the lion's shares of the kill, but Family able to cut down almost entirely the Severe squad there. Arisa with a very similar scoreline. So we're looking like we may be emerging into a star player driven performance. Actually, but maybe we misidentified that star player. BSW for Rue. Very nice reaction speed there to spot out the opportunity and to take it. American squad Family with a very small lead. But with a score like Rue's, it's hard not to be. Will get finally taken down by Flex, biting off slightly more than they can chew. Flex also with a ludicrously strong score. Let's see. So yes, we've got Flex on blue side, Rue over for the Family on red. Both performing extremely well. Zai003, thank you for your entry over on the Mob Crush page. Let's see what comes next. So Rue still looking pretty good. Does manage to find the flank across. Takes a little bit of battering in the mean side. But able to take down Kyu nonetheless. Family looking like they may well have got a head of steam that is impossible to stop. Here at Gaming Simon, may you well make shocked faces, because this is a pretty strong performance that Roger and the rest of the Family squad are putting up. Of course, we can't deny the power of Flex, but Flex, unlike their counterpart on the Family team, hasn't been supported by similar performances from all of them. And while Flex is looking for snipes at the back of the map, the rest of the Severe squad is getting torn to pieces. Flank coming through, Devil able to stamp their hooves all over the star player of the Severe squad. Sniping line broken for Severe. That international team playing on blue will have to figure out some kind of new strategy, because this one has not worked in the slightest. 3 minutes left to play, but it's not going to be needed. Family only 7 kills away from locking down this first semi-final game for themselves. Rue gets one. Arisa taken back in return. But Family don't. They can lose trade after trade as long as they get a couple of kills in. We are done with this particular one. Tier 1 being busted out. The low damage means you need to have very good accuracy to get all that hail of bullets on to the correct target. But when you can, oh, when you can, the results can be remarkable. 11x, still low. The Bosk, I think, is a somewhat safer bet. Able to pump out a lot of bullets in a short amount of time. Does get taken out by a nice flank coming in there from Arisa, who will eventually fall down. Still low. Family only 2 away. Severe miles behind If anything, I almost feel like family toying with Sevilla at this point. Not a wise move in a semi-final, but still. That will be the construction site going across to the family in pretty convincing fashion. Alright guys, that means we've got to take a break while we wait for that second game to get set up. So please bear with us while we do that. I'll switch over the information to show the bits about our Mob Crush giveaway. And we'll catch you guys after the break. Alright guys, welcome back. Family take on the Team Severe once more. Well, Family looked pretty darn strong, winning out by a clear 13 points in their first game. Perhaps things will change. Now we are on to scramble these big open spaces, the vast savannah. Which pride of young lions will take the match? Illumination Gamer over on Mob Crush. Nice to see you, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Our Mob Crush giveaway is in progress. If Family win out here, let's check how our other semi-final is looking between Frankenstein and Anxiety. I think it's still going on. So our Mob Crush giveaway will run until our finals is nearly concluded. But this semi-final is looking like it may well be done in a hurry. Done. Apologies, I haven't been able to come back to you over on the... based off your private message. I'm afraid I'm in the middle of a broadcast at the moment. So my opportunities for chatting are relatively limited. Gustavo Pena? Hope you're doing alright. So far, it seems like Family have got the Severe team more or less on lockdown. In fact, not going to waste any time. Dive right in. Perhaps a step too far, going to the heart of Team Severe. And the punishment will be there. Severe managed to respawn after being pushed back into a corner, gather enough individual firepower, and cut down the Family team. Oops, my battery is running low. Let's see if I can do anything about that. I'm just going to try switching to a different power source. Let's see. So where does this particular USB run to? Sorry guys, I'm just going to make sure that I'm not going to run out of battery suddenly, or at least do my best to make sure that's not the case. Let's see. Okay, if my calculations are correct, that will not get me disconnected from anything. Right. So, sorry about that guys. Just making sure we don't suddenly drop out. So, from what looked like to be a pretty crushing advantage for the Family team, seems to have turned sour in a hurry, as Severe fighting for their tournament lives here, giving everything they've got and more to the Family. Insane, able to make the punish as the fighting turns brutal in close quarters, but one of the Severe members dropping out is going to be pretty damaging when it comes to these close range engages, these bloodbaths of fights on the inside of Hangar 01. Severe doing everything they can to hold on, but it is not looking good for their chances. Only from behind by 3 is not too bad, and that double kill pick up there is going to make things only the more smooth, as Insane takes themselves out with a grenade at the same time as another kill comes through for the Family. Severe feeling the pressure but not cracking as of yet. Even when the numbers is advantage. Even with having to deal with Family rushing into these close range fights, these multiple recons working out pretty darn well. Though Roger does come in for a melee punish. There's so little room for melee kills here because you will so often get taken out immediately in return, making them considerably less effective than might otherwise be. Still, the threat of them lies there. We're going to fight a medium range against Criterion. Managing to win out that last exchange and take over the inside of the hangar. Severe going to start respawning in more scattered locations, or will they? Actually, no, respawning just outside the door. Could get messy in a hurry. I think Rue realizes what's going on. Will make the rush in. Arisa gets one, and Severe gets even further behind. Family 3 kills away from securing the spot in their grand finals today. 2 minutes and change left to play. 1 kill more for Family will do it. Flex doing everything they can to keep Severe alive. It's still 4v5. 1 kill will do it, and 1 kill is found by Rue. Family take this second game less severely, but nonetheless, it's all over for Severe. Both Roger and Rue doing fantastic jobs in there, picking up some pretty nice score lines. But that means that we should draw ourselves a Mob Crush winner. So our Mob Crush winner is Illumination Gamer. Illumination Gamer. Oops, excuse me. Please post your dog tag and platform. So congratulations, Illumination Gamer, over on the Mob Crush page. We'll get your details noted down as soon as you post them up. And we can move on to our final giveaway of the day. Let me just check in on our Facebook winner as well. Let's see. Okay, Jayside Hills. Great. Got your details over on the Facebook page. So you have been successfully noted down as well. We will take ourselves a small break while we just check in with Soldier Girl and see what's going on. But for now, we'll be right back. Volvemos enseguida. I'm sorry, I had my audio the wrong way around. So yes, it looks like my iPad is running out of battery, so with that in mind, we're going to go to a break rather than going through on that particular custom game, just so we've got enough battery for our grand finals here today, or at least we've got our best chance. So sorry about that, guys. We'll be back in 7 minutes, see how we stand with the grand finals, and we'll pick things back up properly when the finals begin. See you guys 7 minutes, or hopefully less. Alright guys, welcome back. Our grand finals begins here and now. Family up against Frankenstein. It's a tale as old as time, at least. I'm pretty sure that's how that tale went. Sometimes I forget. Either way around it, we've got our favourite Frankies, one and another, now going up against each other. We'll see if they can find a brother? Honestly, I don't know anymore. Either way around it, First Blood will go across to the family, playing over in the blue. So our YouTube giveaway is in full effect. We'll see if any of you guys can join along with us to be winners here today. Whew. Right, so let's see if we can focus in on our best performing players. So Roger and Arisa in the early going, picking up those kills for themselves. Family, the American squad, I believe. Yes, against Frankenstein from Iraq. Let's make some notes here. So family starting it over on the blue. Frankenstein over on the red. If any of you guys haven't read Frankenstein, it's a pretty good story. A lot more going on in it than you might expect from seeing the Hollywood movies. The original story, much more about what it means to be human. Very much ahead of its time. Roger does get clipped there, and a second Makoto delivering a grenade sandwich right into the family's picnic. Roger takes out the murderer off the back end of that exchange, but it's Cog V time for Makoto. Brett Brennan, yes, I sure do enjoy the golden guns. They're a lot of fun. Roger with a pick-off kill there. So yes, it is hashtag funnels on the YouTubes if you want to get in on our last giveaway of the day. We already have our 3 winners: Illumination Gamer, J-Side Hills, and Glacian MC5 from our other platforms. We'll just need one more before we're done, and of course, we will need to find ourselves a ESL winner as well. So far, looking pretty darn even. Nearing to the halfway mark, the Frankensteins with a tenuous advantage over their opposite numbers. You can see here that Roger, doing a lot of the work for the squad, will get cut down immediately upon mentioning their name, of course. The mortality weighing heavily on the family's mind. You can see the recon aircraft going to distract the attention for just a second. Recon aircraft definitely not long in this world, but perhaps long enough to provide a momentary distraction for Frankenstein to come back in. We can see Hangar 01 beckoning towards us, now looking towards the supply hangar. I don't know what you guys think of. I'm trying to kind of like get better at identifying the names of each place so that I can, you know, give you guys... Oh, hello? That's not what I expected. Ah, darn it. Okay, well, that's... that really sucks. I think we have officially run out of Bataroo. So, that's embarrassing. I'm really sorry about this, guys. I thought my iPad had charged a lot more, but apparently it wasn't charging as much as it did. It's been a while since this has happened. So I'm really sorry about this, guys. It does mean that we won't be able to show the grand finals. Oh, the humanity. Alright, well, in that case, instead, what we'll do is we'll draw our YouTube giveaway now. So, who's going to get it? It's going to be Gruff Lunatic YouTube. Gruff Lunatic YouTube. If you are still in the chat, if you could post your details, and then we'll get you marked down to be our last winner of the day. So, once more, unfortunately, due to some technical issues and some boneheadedness on my part, we won't be able to show you the final games. Unfortunately, our batteries have run all kinds of out. But at least we can get our final YouTube winner in. So, Gruff Lunatic, have you posted recently? I'll give you a little bit of time to come back. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Otherwise, we'll have to switch to another winner. So keep those hashtag funnels coming in on YouTube. If we don't hear from Gruff Lunatic, then we will have to redraw in about a minute's time. Gruffo. You didn't post that long ago. I will drink some delicious water in your honor. Yes, Roger was doing a pretty good job there. I really didn't expect my battery to run out that quickly on my iPad. What a bummer. There you go, Gruff Lunatic. You showed up just in time. Congratulations on being our final winner of the day. So once more, we will not be able to show the last part of our tournament on stream, unfortunately, due to the battery failing on our iPad, which is a real bummer. But I will do my very best in the future to try and make sure it doesn't happen. That's kind of what I did this time around. But apparently, I made a mess of it. So what can you do, huh? So sorry about that, guys. We'll definitely make sure that the iPad is fully charged before our next encounter. So, well, I got you guys here. What have we got coming up? So tomorrow, at 3 o'clock UK time, so that is just over 12 hours from now, we'll be going for our Red July Cup number 5. And then later on, so that will be 6 hours afterwards, we'll be doing the Blue June finals. I'm hoping that we'll be able to have Hacksaw along for those ones because it is on a Sunday. So hopefully he won't be around. But for now, guys, thank you, Gruff Lunatic, for your details. I'll get you marked down and we'll have to catch up with you again tomorrow. Again, my deepest apologies for the screw up on my pup. And we'll see you guys then.